Okay, hello and welcome to my webinar, How to Train and What to Eat to Get a Summer Body. My name is Anya. Let me see the chat. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see. It should be good. I think we are live on Facebook too. Okay, let's start again. So hello and welcome to my webinar, How to Train and What to Eat to Get a Summer Body. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anya. I live in London with my husband, our dog Happy, and cat Adam. I've been a personal trainer for over 10 years. I started online in October last year, um, and I've been really enjoying that. And Kasha is raising hand. Can you hear me? If let's Mhm. Okay, it should be good. Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope it will add value to you. So the title is How to Train and What to Eat. So I would like to start with training. And okay, so I would like to talk about how to make our training effective. And the first thing would be variety. So don't do all the time the same thing. I know some people who've been doing the same things for a couple months, they don't see results and they quit. So just think about the whole body. If you are a runner, is great, but running, it will not give you upper body strength. Like Pilates will not help you that much if you need to lose weight. And so think about the ways to combine it. So the whole body will be used, all the big muscles in your body, your lungs and heart, that's where your cardio training will be useful. And also think about the days that you're gonna stretch your body doing yoga or Pilates for core strength. And the next thing would be overload. So we want to feel that you work out. And I'm not talking about not being able to move the day after. It's no pain, no gain. It's not my motto. Maybe it would be 15 years ago, but I'm turning 39 this year and I want to gain, but with minimum pain. By overload, I mean just feeling the muscles we work out. For example, if we do push-ups and we can do 12 push-ups on knees for per set, that means that it's time to move to full body weight push-ups. And that's what I mean by overload. Just making sure that the muscles work hard enough, but without feeling much pain the next day. A little bit of pain is fine, and the muscles pain is fine, but if we feel our joints, that means that probably we worked a little bit too hard. And that leads to the next point, which is progression. And what I mean here is good to change the exercise program regularly because our body adapts very quickly. Our bodies are super smart mechanism and they will try to do everything but with minimum effort. So we need to outsmart them. And so that means adding extra weight or changing exercises for more challenging. For example, if we do squats and they seem easy, we can add one weight and do goblet or sumo squats or hold dumbbells in both hands. Just think about the ways how to make exercise a little bit harder and it's great to change the program every 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks, because that's how body adapts. And also your exercise program, it should suit your lifestyle. And by that, I mean, if you have a sitting job and you decide to get fit, it will be good to start slowly. It will be much more beneficial to do like total body weight training with dumbbells or with machines, for example, before joining demanding boot camp. And especially like when we are young, it doesn't matter that much, but unfortunately the older we get, the more we need to think about training to feel good, not to get injury. And it's really much better to like to see slow progress than overdoing it and then needing a rest for a few weeks. And the last thing, the exercises should be enjoyable. So there's so many things to choose from, and exercises don't need to be boring, don't need to be painful, and they don't need to feel like a hard work. You can do different classes, you can use different equipment. There's so much to choose from, especially now. And for example, my husband, he took it to the next level and he has been using Nintendo Ring Fit Adventures. So it's like a computer game, and I've tried it, and it's not an easy one. And when you exercise and fight monsters, so it's really, really clever way to make bit geeky guys to exercise. All right, and then the next thing would be nutrition. And after all these years as a personal trainer, I think that that's the more complicated and problematic one. And it's probably true that healthy, fit body comes in like 30% from exercises and 70% from diet. And for sure apps are made in the kitchen. I used to train even harder than I do now, but I only have like flat stomach maybe since 2016, when I really started watching what I eat carefully. So by nutrition, by good nutrition, I mean like eat to nourish your body. And I use this metaphor about our body is our car before, but I really love it and I think it's a very accurate one. Just think about your body like it was the only car you will ever own, because it is. We look after our cars, we use the best fuel, we do MOTs regularly, and with the bodies, not always that much. We don't always look after our bodies like we look after our cars. And you are here, so you know already how important it is, but I would just like to emphasize it that even more, because every time we eat or drink, we are either feeding disease or fighting it. And also let's choose quality over quantity. And we have an access to lots of studies, researches showing how food affects our brains, our mood, and every single cell in our body. So let's try to deliver the best products available. And I'm not saying never eat cake. I do eat cakes from time to time, just be more aware with your choices, and your body will be healthy and fit for years. And the next thing would be just like it to have balanced blood sugar level, and maintaining normal blood sugar level is very important part of avoiding like long-term health issues, and also to manage weight and to feel good. And unfortunately, health problems related to blood sugar imbalances are growing. And I was reading some researches showing that over 100 million people in the US alone have health problems related to blood sugar imbalances. And apparently that over 80% of these people don't even know it, but it can lead to lots of problems, and like type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. So it's when you feeling hungry, but because your cells are not getting the energy they need to function properly, and we feel even more hungry, we eat more, and it's just we end up consuming much more calories that we can utilize, and we just end up storing fat. And also try to think about like our cravings, like food cravings can be super intense, sometimes really irresistible, and usually we have like desire for specific food or taste, but most often it's like something with carbs. Even if it's not sugar, it's still probably involves a lot of carbs, and they can be really really difficult to control because sweet foods or the other foods rich in carbs, they really they fire off the feel good chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and other relaxing endorphins in the brain, and we feel good but just for a moment, but the sense of pleasure is very strong, and is as strong as one from heroin. And the more carbs we eat, the more we want them, and we pretty much become addicted. But I will tell you later how to fight it. And the last one I added here, but I'm sure you are all aware of that. Just avoid processed food whenever it is possible. And then I would like to talk about the other factors that affect the way we lose fat or we can't lose fat, and sometimes we don't think about them that much. And the first one would be environment. And like, for example, if we decide to lose weight, but our family, partners, husbands are not on board and bring sweets home, it will be almost impossible to stay away from them. And my husband's laughing, but he knows I'm talking from my experience, because like it's very, there are people who can enjoy one cookie and they fine, but there are people like I used to be that, yeah, like can be the whole pack of cookies, there was no problem. If I started, I just literally like couldn't stop. Oh, there's sound now. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. I thought that we don't have sound, but the sound was on. Okay, good. Oh my God, that would be a disaster. Okay, so that was environment, and the next one would be habits, and that's the huge one also. And I would like to like talk about mine habits. So my habits that were stopping me, like holding me back from reaching my goals. And the big one was like overeating and over drinking during weekends. So I would be very good from Monday to Friday, but then Saturday, Sunday, there was always too much sweets, too much wine, and takeaway on my way home from pubs or clubs. So it took me some time to realize why it was a problem where it was. But once I was aware of them, of all my bad habits, it was easier, much easier to come up with new ones. So it really helps if we like think about your five, like top five food habits, or anything around food or fitness that you would like to change. So for me, now when I go out, I would eat something before, just to make sure I won't be, especially if I don't go for dinner, just go out like for drinks. So I will eat something before a bit, so I don't feel like I want the kebab on on my way home. So stuff like that really, really help. And the next one is related sleep and stress. So just have a look how many hours you sleep per night, how is quality of your sleep, because unfortunately stress and sleep causes like hormones imbalances, and that also makes losing weight, losing body fat extra hard. And the last one I wanted to mention is mindfulness, because the way we think about ourselves, the way we talk about ourselves, it really affects how we feel. And with mindfulness, I think the good way to, because how we start the day, it really affects our day. And if we want to feel good, if you want to feel motivated, it would be good to practice gratitude in the morning. So every morning when you wake up, just think about 5 things in your life that you are grateful for. And it really helped me with my attitude, because before I would, first thing after waking up, I would check news. But now I was never, obviously the news are never good, and especially since the pandemic, so I was getting more and more anxious. But once I stopped and once I started, I changed it, and now I start days with gratitude. It changed a lot. But then I would like to talk about one second. Okay, what to do to burn fat faster. And the first one would be intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is a concept that I was quite skeptical about, because I like strongly believe that the balance is the key, and we were taught that the breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and we should eat these 3 meals, 2 snacks per day. But it looks like it's not working anymore. And also fasting is not starving yourself, as you still consume the same amount of calories through 24 hours. You just have like I said here, 16 hours fasting and 8 hours when we eat. But fat burning typically begins after like around 12 hours of fasting, and escalates between 16 and some people even to 24 hours, like when they eat normally for 5 days and then they fast over the weekend. But I think the 16-8, it works quite well with myself, and I know that some of my clients have been doing it, and they see the results, they see the fat loss for sure. And intermittent fasting is good, not only for losing fat, but it can also improve insulin sensitivity. It allows the cells of the body to use blood glucose more efficiently, and then to utilize existing body fat stores for energy. And it also has been shown to decrease insulin resistance and lowering diabetes risk and enhancing metabolism. And there was even there's another benefit of intermittent fasting, and it's called autophagy. And there was, in 2016, there was a Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine, and was awarded to Yoshinori Oshumi for his discoveries of mechanisms for autophagy. So it means self-eating. It's a process where the cells start to eliminate wastes and start repairing and regenerate. And we are made like up to 70 trillion cells, and the more efficient our cells work, communicate, and function, the more easily we can lose body fat and even increase metabolism. And the second way to burn fat faster would be the ketogenic diet. And it's been very, very popular now, but it's been known for years. Actually, in 1920s, there was a doctor came up with this ketogenic diet was used to treat epilepsy with kids. and it was really, really effective. And it's been like 4 years, but only started the ketogenic diet after Christmas, so in January, and I'm a huge fan. I love the energy, the better mood coming from the keto diet, and I don't force a keto on anyone, but I would advise to at least try low carb, or just to see how differently you can feel, because unfortunately the modern diet leads to overeating, obesity, and really unhealthy relationship with food. And I just want you to listen to your body and just to see if you are really hungry, or maybe thirsty, or even bored. And like I said, if you are like my husband, who can just like have one cookie, good for you. But if you're more like me, just like start eating cookie and then finishing them all, that's something that probably would be good to consider, because yeah, I just don't have the cravings. That's why I love keto so much. My cravings are gone, and I don't think about food that much. I still enjoy food. I want to enjoy food. I want to be in control. I don't want food to control me. It's hard. The ketogenic diet is not that easy, and I must say the beginning is hard. I was quite irritated, had headache. It's called keto flu. It doesn't last long, but I know that some people that put them off the keto diet. And that's why I was so happy when I learned about the third way to burn fat faster to get into ketosis, and that's exogenous ketones. And that's ketones. So that's the one that you drink. Endogenous means internal and produces in the body, and exogenous means external. And exogenous ketones is actually the fastest way to get into ketosis. They can put you into ketosis within 60 minutes after consuming it, and you won't experience the keto flu symptoms. And it was great for me, like for my energy, especially in the afternoon, because I guess many of you experience this kind of crash in the afternoon when you really want like another coffee or something sweet with it. But that's the brain fog coming from low blood sugar. But I know now I didn't need sugar. I actually needed ketones, because it's much, much better to have something that is actually good for your body than coffee with something sweet. The next slide would be, so I was very happy when my coach in Australia introduced me to this company called Prove It. They made pure therapeutic ketones. They are 100% natural, and they really, for me, they were like life changing. And those of you who are here, some of my clients joined, thank you very much. And you know that I've never recommended any supplements. I could advise maybe on protein powder from time to time, but never promoted anything, because I truly believe that you want to be healthy, eat well, buy organic food, and exercise. But like I said, this product has been life changing for me, and I just want to share it with absolutely everyone. I actually sent some to my mom in Poland today, and it's all natural. Even the colors are from beetroot or spirulina. And when I've heard of it, seems too good to be true, but I gave it a go, and they are delicious, I must say. My favorite flavor is raspberry lemonade. Oh, sorry, I thought that we have chat on. Sorry. but they all pretty good. And it says here, better sleep, increased fat loss, tons of extra energy, more mental clarity, and better focus. And I agree with everything. I since I've been drinking them, since I started, I feel like I have more energy, I'm more productive, I better mood. The little things that used to annoy me, they don't annoy me anymore. And I know like there are people, because the Prove It company, they are already huge in States. In 5 years, they made $1 billion, and they're huge in Australia. And they launched last week. They launched in UK and other European countries. So there's lots of testimonials, lots of people experiencing similar effects like me. Okay, so guys, I think that all I wanted to say. And as a thank you for all of you, thank you very much for registering. And as a thank you, I would like to send you all 33 fat burning keto recipes. They are quite simple to make, and they are really delicious. And so you will can expect, so everyone who registered, you will get the live recording, and you will get the recipes. And also, if you have some questions, please ask me. And let me see on Facebook. Okay, there's no questions. There should be chat. Okay, we have chat here. Okay. The nice says like Jakub, one cookie will do. Yeah, L says the keto diet is not healthy if applied on long term. I guess it's always good to like read the latest researches, talk to your doctor. And ketogenic diet is quite like, it's not easy, so it's good to have something like this this exogenous ketones to support yourself. Micah says thanks. Kasia says thank you. And she says, so intermittent fasting should be between 12-16 hours. Yes, like after 12, that's when we burn fat more efficiently. And I think this 16 hours is like 16-8, but also it suits your lifestyle. It's like everything really is, we need to adjust to ourselves. But like for me and what I see with my clients, there's 3 ways: intermittent fasting, the ketogenic diet, or the exogenous ketones, if we want to focus on our health, on burning fat. It's really effective. But losing weight is still possible, obviously, with the like traditional diet. All right, so I think that will be it. And guys, also, if you have any questions, please reach out. I think you all have my email. I'm on Facebook as Ania Karbowska, so you can reach me anytime. And on Facebook, Chinek saying combination of keto and intermittent fasting works miracles. Yeah, I think in terms like the fat loss for sure, but also like in general, how lots of people feel. It's really like for me life changing, but I wouldn't know if I haven't tried. So if you guys feel maybe tired, lethargic, if you feel like you're lacking energy, that probably something to do with food. And it's always good to learn, to listen, and just to keep your mind open. Thank you very much and have a lovely evening. Thanks for joining me. Bye.